Conflict in Iran, Erika Kirk, your questions and comments. And I got to tell you, some of you really socked it to me. So you want to know what? I'm going to sock it right back to you because sometimes I wonder if some of the things I say, just people just don't understand, or maybe I'm not saying it right. Put that in the comments. Why don't you? Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show. Happy Friday, everyone. Your questions and comments. And I got to tell you, some of you are pretty darn mean. I really mean that. Now, I think it's hilarious, and we love that here. We love honesty. And yeah, I mean, if you feel a certain way, sock it to me. I really want you to. Now, before I talk about how you socked it to me, and I'm going to sock it back to you, please. I'll tell you what, let's be nice for 1 second here. Click the subscribe button. Click like. Comment. I'll read them right here. Share with your friends. Click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of your pal, Joe Rossano, the Joe Rossano Show. And that's Joe at joerossano.com. If you want to tell me how you really feel about me by way of email, you could do that too. So let's get to your questions and comments. And here we go. We got Nicole Lamers. We'll call you Lammers. Lamers, that's mean. See, I'm not mean. We got Nicole 2811. Candace isn't jealous, but Charlie had told her he was going to die young because of TPUSA. Charlie told her she would be his David. I have never seen so many lying bad actors. Well, were you there when Charlie said that he wanted her to be his David? I know he wanted her to be a trad wife. To you baby boomers and Gen Xers like myself, traditional wife stays home with the kids, etc. But at the end of the day, I didn't say Candace was jealous, but what I did say, it's been reported, critics say she's jealous. Something along the line like, she wanted to be a top dog at TPUSA, and she's got to sit there and watch Erika. I mean, as close as she was to Charlie, and I'm talking about as a friend, I mean, maybe she's a little jealous. Who knows? Here we go. We've got, thank God for all the truth tellers. Bet right here. Thank you, I think. Oh, maybe you're going to tell me I'm not one of them. Spreading the real truth in these times. I see more of us every day. Erika spoke in Little Rock, Arkansas, my state. My state wants no part of her at TPUSA. Sarah Huck, I don't think they care for her too much anymore. They are all traitors to America. Their main concern is Israel, even Trump. Let me say that again. Their main concern is Israel, even Trump. That certainly seems to be the consensus online. Now, here's the thing, and I'll say this, it does seem, and I always got to use the word seem here, that Israel does seem to have a lot of pull with the United States. It wasn't just Trump, it's all the presidents. They go to war, we go to war, that type of thing. I mean, again, yeah, I don't think that, Donald Trump or the administration wanted to attack Iran in this fashion. Trump is the hit him once kind of guy. Trump is the kill al-Baghdadi, kill Soleimani and stop type. The protracted thing is not for him. Israel was going to attack Iran come hell or high water, and Trump didn't do much to stop it. And when he figured, and he's right, that they were going to attack American bases in the Middle East, I guess he had no other choice but to join in, according to him anyway. That's before they offered a special beautiful prize. One person just flat out here, Regina DeVink, 1502, Candace. I hope you're not referring to me. I'm very critical of Candace, very critical of Candace, to a point where I got a bunch of emails and stuff like that. People saying I'm too mean to Candace. Next is Sabine 3769. She's groomed for the White House. She was. I mean, you know what? It is very possible Charlie Kirk may have been president. That is certainly possible. But let me stop a rumor here, okay? JD Vance isn't leaving his now pregnant wife. Okay. He's not going to marry Erika Kirk, and they are going to take the White House as husband and wife. Please. Come on, back here on Earth. That is not going to happen. We have Lilac 84, psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists belong to a category called cluster B of personality disorders. These people commonly share certain traits like habitual pathological lying. Erica does seem to check off a lot of those boxes. Now, there we go. Right there. Let me be very clear, folks. I'm not here to hurt Erika Kirk. That's not what I'm doing here. I report the truth. Okay. This microphone that I'm sitting behind, that camera that I'm in front of, folks, I have a certain responsibility to be honest. I say things like, if this is my opinion, or allegedly, or if it's a fact, I will say it's a fact, or it has been reported. But at the end of the day, that's what you're going to get here. That's why you should click subscribe, click the notification bell, and like and share and all that stuff, is because at least I didn't sell out. I didn't come on here with these conspiracies. Okay, this person is this, that person is this. It must have been that. And then if you don't agree with me, you're part of the cover up. I don't do that here, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Does she check a lot of those boxes? I mean, folks, she's been dishonest. She's been dishonest. I mean, you know what? I always get to the boyfriends because, and people wonder, well, Joe, you sure do beat that horse, because it's being dishonest. It's a lie that you just don't have to tell. Okay, I'm married. Okay, I had a girlfriend or two before I met my wife. I'm sure she had a boyfriend or two. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, now if she has a boyfriend now, that's one thing. If I got a girlfriend now, that's one thing. But Erica to date a couple of baseball players, a basketball player, and news or entertainment personality. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Something under here. Okay, here we go. Always wonder where the dogs are around here. We got the Huntress, 111. Erika Kirk is evil. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm not saying she's evil. I'm just saying she's been dishonest. She's been dishonest. She has. And I mean, I got to tell you, okay? I mean, if, I'm going to say to my wife, if you're watching, right? If I die, especially if I get shot and assassinated, please don't sell T-shirts at my memorial, and please don't walk out on stage to a bunch of sparklers. There, I said it. God in heaven. Let's see. So we got Camilla LW. Because that's the only way to defend from bombings by foreign invaders. So basically, I think what you're talking about here is Israel was going to attack Iran. And at the end of the day, the U.S. figured they better get with the program because their bases were going to get hit. And, here, Camilla, unless I misunderstand you, because that's the only way to defend from bombings by foreign invaders. Well, I mean, I suppose, sure. I got to tell you, Camilla, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but it makes sense. Here we go. We are at 54454. TGTTGGG. Okay. This comment is going to explain that username, that botched up username. Destroy Israel. We approve. Who's saying destroy Israel? I'm not. Only thing I'm saying is they seem to have a heck of a lot of influence over the United States. They really do. I mean, Bibi Netanyahu says things like, what is the most important company out there? TikTok. And as far as X, Twitter is concerned, we need to talk to Elon. Talk to Elon about what, Mr. Prime Minister? Talk to Elon about what? Okay. You imagine if the president or Chancellor of Germany would say something like that. We need to talk to Elon. People would be outraged. So, from what it is worth, IAEA said Iran was not enriching uranium anywhere near a nuclear bomb. Of course, Trump tore up that agreement. So now no one really knows. Regardless, Didn't we destroy said nuclear program last summer? Either we were lied to then or we're being lied to now. Mind you, I shed no tears for the death of the Ayatollah, but I do for the 168 children who were killed by the U.S. The whole conflict war is way more complicated than any of us understand. Not us. I understand. It's very complicated. It really is. It's not. It's just Persia. Okay, this is Xerxes. Okay, did you see 300? This is not an army or a country. You're just going to take over in 3 days. But I can tell you right now, they got no navy. That's at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. I don't miss the Ayatollah either. But, here's the thing I would say to everybody if I'm playing devil's advocate here, okay? I was alive during this time. They took hostages in Iran for 444 days. Now, again, I was alive then. Folks, you have no idea how humiliating all that was. They humiliated the United States in front of everybody, putting hoods over Americans' heads. 444 days, this regime, these hardliners, these mullahs. Okay, so 47 years they have been yelling death to America. I mean, that's not fake news. That's for real. So, at the end of the day, I think Donald Trump just got to a point where he said, you know what, I'm going to be the president who isn't going to kick the can down the road here. And I'm going to finally get it right. That's possible. And I don't want to say that's my opinion, but it's certainly possible. And I will say this also, Joseph Morris, C1J. Let me say one more thing, okay? From what it's worth, the IAEA, I mean, we know how dependable they are, said Iran was not enriching uranium anywhere near a nuclear bomb. But Secretary Rubio says, and he's right. Why have bunkers 300 feet underground, Joseph Morris? Why, sir? Why? 300 feet underground, heavily fortified, right? Uranium enrichment up to 60%, a space program. And they're not going to the moon or doing any exploration on Mars. So they were up to something. I mean, President Obama had a nuclear agreement with them. What do you have a nuclear agreement with them for? If they're nowhere near anything, think about that. Let's see. Next, we have Foxy's mom. Foxy, or is that Foxy's mom? Meaning you have a dog named Foxy? Okay, so we'll pretend that we have a nice dog and we got his mom here for you. I don't know how true this is, but I heard Romanian adoption agency Erika got shut down for missing children, and that is the Romanian Angels. That is what they claim. Okay, again, it's a claim, right? Erika has not been brought into court and put in handcuffs and found guilty for that. But again, she had another nonprofit, Romanian Angels. Okay. And they say that some children went missing. That's a very serious allegation. And if it is true, somebody should certainly be held accountable for that. Here we go. Swisher 210. Her whole life is a lie. Her whole life is a lie. I mean, again, let me get back to a few things. Boyfriend she didn't have. She played basketball, and I'm going to get to this in a minute. And she played basketball for 2 seasons. She played 8 games. I'm gonna think about that one for a second. She locked herself away. Was it 6 months or 8 months? Because at 2 different times, first she said 6 months, then she said 8 months. I mean, why do you think detectives ask the same question over and over and over again? You ever watch a investigation Discovery Channel, Joe Kenda? They ask the same questions over and over again because a lie is very easy to forget. Okay. Somebody says, yeah, I was home last night. And then you ask them 4 days later, I was at happy hour. See where I'm coming from? So, I mean, she's been dishonest. She really has. So here we go. Here's one. We're going to get to the socket to yous here now. Okay. EMC 271. This is a long one, but bear with me on this one. This person was mean to me. Okay, so just a couple of minutes into your video, I'm going to stop watching it right now because nothing you say makes sense. You say Erika Kirk played basketball and only played 8 games in 2 years. And then you say, that just doesn't sound right. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's 100% possible. If you are not one of the star players and you are a bench player and a role player, when you are a role player on the team, you don't get put in as often, especially if you're on a good team that's trying to win. You sit on the bench the majority of the time. Even happens in the NBA. Some players never play in the NBA. They just sit on the bench. So you have no idea what you're talking about. So because of that, I'm signing off. Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's your constitutional right as an American. I hope to have you back. I'm one of those guys like a restaurant. Hey, I'm sorry you didn't like the veal. Come on back, please. Dessert on me. Okay. EMC 8271, athlete my whole life, a soccer coach as well, soccer captain. All right. Again, she played 8 games in 2 seasons of basketball because she wasn't any good. Is that what you're saying? I mean, really, is that your argument? Or did Erica have 4 boyfriends before she met Charlie? She said she didn't have any. Which is it? She locked herself away for 6 months instead of 8 months. Which is it? She marries Charlie Kirk. She got $2 million. Where'd she get that from? EMC, I'm waiting. What? Nothing? Okay. Well, come on back. Really. I appreciate your comment. I really, really do. But, at the end of the day, is that all you got? You got anything else about anything else I said except for basketball? That's what you got? Phone calls and foot lockers? I had to use that one. Sorry about that. Let's see. Foxy's mom again, but her name would be on the roster for each and every season. And women's college basketball team typically plays 29 to 31 regular season games, and she played 8. What are you missing? Foxy's mom, bravo, bravo. EMC 8271. Did you hear that? That was a better answer than mine. Wow, I got to read yours again. That was amazing. So here we go. Foxy Moms, excuse me, EMC 271 says, you know what you're talking about, Joe. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I was an athlete my entire life. I don't know what I'm talking. And a coach. Don't know what I'm talking about. But you're saying, yeah, that even people in the NBA sit the bench. Yeah, people in college basketball sit the bench too. You watch March Madness. There's a few dudes in a sweatsuit, and they're there the whole tournament, except that they're winning by 30 points or losing by 30 points in the last game. They get to come in and dribble a bit, and I get that. I get that, but as Foxy Mom M4U says here, but her name would be on the roster for every game in each season. And if the women's college basketball team typically plays 29 to 31 regular season games, and she played 8. So basically, out of 62 games, she played 8. What are we missing here? Yeah, Foxy's mom. Give Foxy a doggy treat for us. We appreciate that. Here we go. We got Arian, Arien. I don't want to say Arian. So, Arian, let's try that one. 3258. What are you suggesting? I heard defamation case is on the way. Bring it. How much? How much? Let's talk about it. Let's do disclosure and discovery. I'm ready. Wow. I mean, honestly, Ariane 3258, what did I say that was not true? Or I didn't say was allegedly, or in my opinion, or reportedly? Tell me something. Tell me something. I've been very honest, very honest. Okay. Again, I have been critical of people like Candace Owens when they deserve it. Okay. I have. And I've been very honest. So appreciate it. So I get back to Ariane here. I get she must be a liar. Yes, most people do and are guilty of. My question is, did she kill Charlie? This is getting good. Do you have proof? If you do, then tell it straight from your podcast that she did. You are only prostituting these fake stories. She's not even a suspect from Charlie Kirk death and the FBI, CIA, or the police. Ariane, I think you're my new favorite listener. All right, let's go. I love this, Ariane. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. If she's a liar, etc., my question is, did she kill Charlie? Who said she did? Who said she did? Are you kidding me? Have you heard one word I say on any of my podcasts? Do me a favor, please. Okay, just a favor. Click the notification bell. Watch all the latest episodes of The Joe Rossano Show, youtube.com at The Joe Rossano Show, and tell me where I said this stuff. It's like the Mandela effect. People think they hear things that I don't say. And I didn't say that. That's for sure. It has been reported. Okay. Candace Owens, for example, has inferred. Okay, inferred, as I said it straight up, it is inferred that Erika is some kind of handler. Okay, she is a government agent, right? A government asset, what guys my age call a secret agent in Charlie's life to handle him, to watch. He goes rogue. She gets the call. Mockingbird in progress. Okay. That's what they say, but I didn't say that. And I agree with you. I'd love to see the proof. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of podcasts, but I'll watch one once in a while. It's conspiracy after conspiracy. Tomorrow's the next bombshell. Tomorrow's the next bombshell. Okay. Here's another clue, right? To the treasure map. And then you watch the next one. Here's another clue. And then 3 more later, we got another clue. It's a treasure map, treasure hunt, clue fest. And if you ask for the Joe Rossano Show, they are going to say, I think it's aisle 3 or aisle 4 under nonfiction. So I never said that ever. Thank you. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see here. We have Cheryl Young. 2 years means 2 seasons. And I agree with that. 8 games sounds right per season. A lot of people say 2 years for 2 seasons. Not a lie here. Nobody said it was. 6 months and 8 months is close enough. No, it's not. That's a 25% difference. It is not. We are not talking about emergency room activity. Yep. On the lie about not dating for 5 years, that was a huge lie. I mean, I don't know if you're being facetious there, Cheryl, but I mean, again, and let me tell you what I really don't understand. Okay. Let me tell you what bothers me a lot. All right. I'm one of the guys Erika dated. I'm on Joe Rogan right now saying I dated her. I dated her. I was with her in 2000, whatever. I'd say that. I mean, sometimes I wonder where is Josh Harrelson and Cabot Phillips, Tyler Massey, and Sanford. Where's he at? Where are these folks? Really? I'm dying to hear all of this. I mean, guys, if you're watching, come on to Joe Rossano Show. Really. I want to ask you, hey, man, did you date Erika? Because she's saying you didn't. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Godskid 41. I pray you have an authentic encounter with God. Me too. Frighteningly appalling how you fearlessly assault a young widow. You're making me mad while I'm reading this. Widow and mother of orphans. The devil is your master. I'm an Italian, so I don't think being a devil worshiper is possible for me, okay? I'm a Christian. All right, big time here. I'm not attacking a widow, and I'm not attacking Erika Kirk in the first place. Okay. I mean, I'm reporting something here. And what I'm trying to do is be honest. Come and watch me, and you don't have to watch a bunch of other podcasts that are the only thing they're doing, they're lying to you. Click here. Okay. Make a donation. Use this QR code. Okay. This company / my name for a 20% discount. I got to tell you, folks, I don't lie like that. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not trying to hurt Erika Kirk. I am not saying she's a spy. Okay, I'm not saying she conspired to kill her husband. I am reporting what has been alleged. That's journalism, and I'm one of the only ones who do it. You're welcome. Click the subscribe button. We got one from Shannon here. Why isn't anybody talking about the children that don't belong to them? You see that? There you go, right there. Now we got children that don't belong to them. You see, I don't take bridges that far. Okay, facts. She had boyfriends. She said she didn't. Fact. One time she said 6 months. The other time she said 8 months. She says she played 8 basketball games in 2 seasons. I mean, if she was that bad, how'd she make the darn team? Right? She had a real estate license in New York. She got no sales on record and nothing that suggests that she made $50,000 or more. And it has been reported that she had $2 million when she married Charlie. I had to pause there. I really, really did. And speaking of really, really, I really, really appreciate you tuning into the Joe Rossano Show. I'm telling you, folks, I appreciate every one of you. I really do. Every subscribe, every comment. Look, I come on here once a week to read them all, to read as many as I can. Okay, I don't do at the end of my show. I read 2 comments, and for $50, I'll read your comment. See, that's the thing. When people say things like, "What are you reporting that Candace isn't?" That's another one. Here we go. What's the difference between you and Candace? You basically seems like you watch Candace and then repeat what she says. No, I don't. No, I don't. Our team does a great job here at research. And I report the stuff that they don't report. I do the timelines. I break it down. I break it down. And most importantly, I tell the truth. I mean, again, challenge me. What on here on this show have I said that was a lie? Nothing. Nothing. I've never told anyone a lie. I'm not getting behind this microphone and doing that. I'm not throwing a bunch of conspiracy theories around out there. Again, I do really appreciate you hanging out, Joe Rossano Show. And that is youtube.com at the Joe Rossano Show. Again, I would appreciate it. Let's have this type of debate. I like this. This is healthy. You said some mean stuff to me out there, folks, and I'm not offended. That's how people come together. That's how we can maybe find some agreements here. And I'd love that. I would love that. Please, again, click subscribe, like, comment, click that notification bell, and check out my episodes. And you'll see that there was some stuff. Hey, maybe I said that the guy didn't say. I don't know. But we'll be back next week. God bless you. Don't forget to adopt a pet, folks. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content, please kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, click the notification bell for all latest episodes of The Joe Rossano Show.